What's up, y'all? My name is Brooke and we're back with another monthly planting video. This time, what you should plant in March if you live in Texas. Now keep in mind that Texas contains gardening zones 6 through 10. If you live in any of these zones, a lot of the same plants will apply no matter what state you live in. So I want to get right into it. I'm a certified Texas Master Gardener and I have been since I was 18. And March is a very strange month for us in Texas. Now we're in zone 8. Which means that our last frost date is somewhere between like March 15th and the end of March. Okay, so the month of March is going to be split into two planting groups. What you can do in early March and what you can do in later March after your last frost date. This is going to be very, very important because the ones that I talk about that can be planted after your last frost date can only be planted when there isn't going to be frost anymore. And the other ones should be planted before because they sometimes do better with a light frost. All right, first up, let's start with the earlier stuff. Now, if you live in the cooler zones, I'm thinking like 8 and down, you can probably still plant most of the stuff that we talked about in the February planting video in early March. Okay, I'm talking like before like March 15th to the 20th. Okay, so I would suggest getting it in very, very soon. Otherwise, some things that you can plant. Now, I may have already mentioned these in the February video, but these were just a few things I added to my list. All right, a few things. Beets, carrots, peas, radishes, and lettuce can all be done early March before your last frost date. You'll want to get these in. You may still be able to plant them afterwards and you may still get a good harvest, but for best results, I'd recommend planting before that last frost date. You also may be able to still put some hardier grains in the ground like Swiss chard. Personally, in zone 8, I have found that Swiss chard can go all year round here if you choose the right varieties. My favorite is Fort Hook Giant. That one I was able to grow all year round last year and it's actually still alive. Now let's get into the fun stuff, the after the last frost date stuff, the warm season stuff, the stuff that everyone is waiting and dying to get in the ground like I am. We are talking all the fun stuff, guys, like eggplants, peppers, tomatoes. You'll want to start the tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, that kind of stuff. You should either have started it by seed inside already. You can still probably start some more inside. I would do it very, very soon though. Or you need to get ready to buy transplants, and that is for after your last frost date. And the peppers can be sweet, bell, or hot. Doesn't matter. It's also gonna be time to get beans in the ground after your last frost day. Corn, you guys can plant this in fields or in hills. If you're going for a smaller space, I would recommend hills. It's also gonna be time to plant watermelons. I would sow these outside by seed. You can do watermelons, cantaloupes, honeydews, literally any kind of melon can be put outside by seed after your last frost date. Squash and zucchinis, that's gonna include summer and winter varieties. So pumpkins, acorn zucchini, summer squash, crookneck squash, the little white patty looking ones. It's part of the squash family. It'll be ready to go in. Let's not forget one of my personal favorites to grow, and that's cucumbers. You'll be able to plant slicing or pickling. All right, so I think that covers all of the vegetables. Let's move to herbs. Again, there is going to be a little bit of a list here because it's getting warmer out now and all of the stuff that can't handle frost is getting ready to be put out. I'm not quite as familiar with herbs, especially when it comes to sowing by seed. If I miss any, please let me know in the comments. And that is basil, parsley, I know this is parsley root, dill, oregano, cilantro, and thyme can all go out. I think all of those should probably be planted closer to your last frost date. I believe I said that dill could be planted in the last video, so that one probably can be done early. And now let's do flowers. Now I am definitely not familiar with flowers in any way, so I'm just gonna give you guys the few that I'm planting this year. So these are all going to be edible flowers because that's normally what we plant. So that's marigolds. Whatever this one is, however you want to pronounce that. Honestly, I don't know how to pronounce that, so someone can tell me. Sunflowers, and of course, zinnias. We did those last year, and I absolutely love them. For those of you that don't know, zinnia petals can actually be eaten, and we like to put them in our salad. Plus, they grow beautifully here in Texas. So easy. And then as far as trees, bushes, and other perennials, definitely go to your local nursery and they'll tell you what you can plant now for your area. As far as potatoes, because I know that that's probably going to be a question, I would say that you can still plant potatoes until your last frost date. I wouldn't wait much past that though if you haven't gotten them in the ground. So please let me know if I missed anything in the comments or if you guys have any thoughts, and please share with me what you're planting. I love to hear, and we'll keep you all updated. Make sure you subscribe because we will do another garden tour this month, especially after we get all this in the ground. And then for our channel members, your monthly March gardening checklist is now available to you on the members tab for zone 3 through 11. So if you guys are wondering what you should be doing this month, that list is going to help you out a lot. Other than that, I'm gonna leave some of my favorite gardening products linked below in case you guys need to replace equipment, buy more seeds, or whatever you guys need. And don't forget to like, share this video out with your fellow Texan gardeners, and subscribe. Bye.